Hello there everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. We've got your April 2024 money and career reading. This is for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you're new to my channel, a very warm hello to you. Welcome in. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you, your likes, shares, subscribes, and your fabulous energy. And if you do find you enjoy my content, enjoy my reading, please take a moment to press that like button there, completely free for you, only takes a split second. And if you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button as well. So in the month of April, okay, money, finances. Expect the unexpected. There is a lot of very shaky, very unpredictable energy that's coming in here through the month. We've got some very challenging astrology. It's not all negative, okay? We do have some positive stuff there as well, but this is really energy shaking things up. So this is going to be a month where it's going to be really important to plan, to observe, to step back, be aware, and be prepared to take some action if it's called for. So taking your time with things is going to be very important through the month of April, okay? We do have a big healing energy that does come in, and a healing energy can be wonderful. This can be where we're focusing on our money and, you know, trying to maybe set ourselves up for a better future, a better tomorrow. If there's been some challenges, some issues going on in your workplace, this can be the month where things resolve, possibly unexpectedly. So really do just kind of be that observer, ground, and protect your energy. Try not to get involved in anyone else's drama. We've got a lot of Mars energy throughout the month of April. Of course, Mars is like warrior energy, and it is the ruler of Aries. We've got a total solar eclipse in the sign of Aries, bringing in a new moon on April 8th. And eclipses bring fated events, bring unpredictable things. They can, with the new moon energy, we can eclipse things out of our life to prepare for something newer and better. We can also have some unexpected doors opening for us. So this can be really exciting, but you know, very surprising in some cases. All right, but when we're dealing with fated energy, fated events, there's things that are meant to happen, things that where the wheels have already been turning. So we've got to allow things to play out sometimes in their natural energy. We April 1st to the 25th, we have Mercury retrograde. As I do this reading, Mercury is already in shadow, and I've been feeling it. I came down with a bit of a cold a couple of days ago. I had to take a couple of days off, and because I just couldn't talk very well, it just wasn't working. And but I've also had a couple of technology snafus. So we all know what Mercury retrograde typically is about. And some people will say don't make big decisions or sign contracts and things like that in Mercury retrograde. Normally, I don't necessarily agree with that. I just usually feel that you just need to make sure you double and triple check everything, that you take your time, and that you just really trust yourself, because we can't always, you know, run our lives dictated by where the planets happen to be. So life moves on, right? So we just need to be aware of the energy. So, but in this one here, I would, you know, just really be a little extra diligent than you normally would be, because this is fiery and intense retrograde. There can be a lot of sudden events and happenings. It can be very highly emotional for a lot of people here as well. All right, so really something to be aware of. Okay, it can be some very aggressive energy that can come in here, but that can actually benefit you in some way, right? You know, really embrace your ambitions and your dreams. But we may have the energy of Jupiter bringing you something on the 20th of April. We have a very, very powerful and impactful situation here where we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in the sign of Taurus. So this is in your energy. This is in your sign. Jupiter expands things, brings us good luck, good fortune, expansion, growth, wisdom, knowledge, right? Also deals with the law. So you could have something that is where justice is served. Uranus energy can bring you freedom. It's the planet of change, reformation, also rebellion a little bit here as well. So again, I'd expect the unexpected, but it's like Jupiter Jupiter wants to bring you something, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's some wisdom, whatever it happens to be. So it can benefit you in a lot of different ways. We have happiness coming in here for you guys first, and this is a wonderful energy for you. So this is really speaking to, number one, you could potentially have a happy outcome to something. Something's been causing you a little bit of grief. This can also represent here in this energy that you might be opening your heart here to what is going to make you happy. Now, how does that relate to your money and your career? Are you in a job that's fulfilling? Are you in a workplace that's toxic and draining? Perhaps there's something better out there for you. Perhaps there's a dream that you have, or there's something that you've always wanted to pursue that you haven't done. Right? Maybe you've just felt a little bit trapped or stuck. Well, let's say the energy of April can certainly get you unstuck. So what makes you happy? How can you make some money, but also be fulfilled at the same time? But I do feel that some of you could also have some very positive news coming in here, or an opportunity that comes in, or perhaps comes back around, because we can have those fated events where you might get a second chance. We have cleansing here as well, brought to you by the lemon. Okay, some citrus energy. So this is a perfect month to cleanse and purge. And with this total solar eclipse, we do have a healing element with this, because it is connected to Chiron, and Chiron is the planet that brings healing. So again, this can bring some healing, some cleansing, some purging, releasing ourselves from old patterns, habits, behaviors. This is where we completely can wipe a slate clean and start something brand new, or we can just deal with any lingering issues that have already been going on. So this is a wonderful time for that clean slate, or to get things back on track. All right. But whatever your situation is, keep an open heart, keep an open mind. It's going to help you, because some of you may not necessarily have anything happening to you directly. It could be the energy around you. Okay, so with other people. So drama in the workplace, sudden unexpected departures in the workplace, that kind of thing. You could stumble across an opportunity by accident, but you could also be thrown into a situation where a door opens for you because of something that someone else has done. So, if you maybe consider that your company might reorganize themselves, or, maybe a boss leaves or a coworker leaves, and this could open doors of opportunity for you, and it can be very wonderful, or it can give you that green light and that boost that you needed to make some bold moves of your own. If nothing, this Aries energy, the Mars energy, brings about bold energy for us. We've got the Lovers card coming in here for you guys, energy activating for you. Now, the Lovers card does bring about Gemini energy ruled by Mercury. So this can be where you're really doing a lot of thinking in the month ahead. You're setting the stage for a better tomorrow. You're looking at where your money is parked, how you invest your money, how you save for the future, how you spend your money. The Lovers card does have to do with partnerships as well, business partnerships, and possibly even personal partnerships here that can influence your money or your career path in some way. The Lovers card is in the upright position, so this can be about making positive choices, coupling up with the right people, the right situations, the right projects even. It does bring in balance and harmony, and it brings things lining up for you in a positive way. So, but the Lovers card does also bring about an energy of making a choice, making a decision. What is the right choice for me? What's going to make me happy? What do I need to cleanse and purge out of my life? What is working? What isn't? Where do I see myself headed for the future? So you might be faced with a month of choices. We have the Hierophant coming up here as well. Now, no word of a lie. The Hierophant with the Lovers card could indicate that some of you are entering a higher level of commitment. Now, this can be in your workplace, the promotions, the doors are opening for you, maybe even a new job with a higher position or a better salary, right? But it's something that you can commit to, and that partnership there where things are balanced and things are aligned. Honest day's work for an honest day's pay. So this can be a really wonderful energy for you, doors opening for you to move onwards and upwards. And it's because you're committed and because you've got the skill, wisdom, and experience that you need. Some of you are considering here, you're making a decision, you're thinking about how can I make more money, how can I progress in my career path, and with the Hierophant here, it can represent some higher level learning. So this might be where you are making a decision to go back to school, maybe get a couple more like classes under your belt, right? And it may not necessarily be that you have to commit to going back to like 2, 3, 4 years of school. It can be like a month. It can be a course, right? So if you're considering, because the Hierophant, higher level, if you believe in yourself enough, right, this can be a month where maybe it's like, okay, I believe in myself, I'm confident, I know what I can do, I know my capabilities, but I just need like a couple little notches in my belt here. So this can be where you take a management course, or maybe you take an accounting course, right? Just something that gives you that little bit more oomph behind you, right? The little bit more credibility, perhaps, that maybe some employers are looking for, right? Not that it necessarily always means anything, but you know, sometimes the things that are on your resume, on your piece of paper, really do matter. But the Hierophant with the Lovers card, yes, some of you could be getting married, getting engaged, moving in with somebody, and this can have an effect on your finances, right? We do have happy, joyous energy coming in here. So this can be where, you know, you're really partnering up with a person with your money. Maybe you're buying a house together. You could be planning a wedding, therefore spending some money, or you might have some incoming money if someone's willing to pay for that for you. But yes, a personal situation could impact your finances there, and perhaps this opens the door to you to having some financial relief so you can pursue a career path or something that makes you a little bit happier than where you are now. Aries, Mars energy, very entrepreneurial. So if you've got like a side business or anything like that, and if you are perhaps sharing your money, your resources with another person now, this can be where you get that little bit of a break there, a little bit of freedom to expand your home-based business or go into business for yourself. We have the Knight of Wands here as a blessing headed your way. And yes, sirree, Bob, the Knight of Wands can certainly be that entrepreneurial spirit, entrepreneurial energy. It's a go-getter energy. It's like, this is what I want. This is what I'm passionate about. And this is what I'm going to do. So in this energy, you're feeling confident, bold, strong. You're finding sources of inspiration. You're feeling like you're on top of the world here with this energy and that anything is possible. So really an awesome energy to embrace there is one filled with all kinds of creativity and but also movement, right? It's like, I'm not going to sit back and watch life pass me by. I'm ready for action. So this can be a really good energy for you guys. Now the Hierophant here as well is your energy. So in this energy here, you could be really focusing on you, your energy, your money. You're not so much focused on external things, right? You're focused on, you know, your world and your life, right? Sometimes we need to put ourselves out there and, you know, help other people or give back to other people, but sometimes we need to get back in our own lane. And we really do need to go inward a little bit. What's going to make me happy? Where do I see myself in the future? What do I envision for myself? And so it's like really good energy here of coming into a sense of self. And this is where we do take that step back and we make some decisions, make some plans, make a choice, right? With the Lovers card there, and then we spring into action. So it's a great energy there for you. The Knight of Wands can also represent some really good news, some exciting event happening in your life, and this can be brought to you by a person, so something incoming there. We've got the Page of Cups, so yes, some of you do have exciting news here, potentially on your home front or on your romantic life. The Page of Cups can represent a surprise headed your way. So this can be some surprising, exciting news for you guys. It's going to be some money, a job opportunity, you know, and yes, of course, we do have this personal relationship for some of you here where you are getting engaged, married, or perhaps someone has a birth announcement here as well. That could be, it might be you, but it could be someone external, someone around you. And so, yeah, this can have an impact on your money, or perhaps you're feeling a little generous if it's someone and you want to help them out financially in some way if you have the means to do that. All right. But the Page of Cups really does speak to newness, new opportunities, getting creative. So getting creative with your money, getting creative with your investments, right? And keep an eye on like the stock market and things like that in the month of April, because there is some volatility there, and we do have Uranus at play as well, which can certainly bring us some shakeups in there, and they're necessary ones, but they're ones we have to navigate through. So just keep an open mind and keep an eye on those things. But the Page of Cups can bring you something new, something surprising, something that makes your heart fill with joy and happiness. It can bring a healing energy here as well. But the Page of Cups can bring a heightening of your intuition here as well. So let your intuition guide you, and this can be certainly a saving grace for you in some way, because you know when to take a step back, when to absorb things going on, and when to Knight of Wands spring into action. But yes, we could have something coming your way here with the Page of Cups as well. Opportunities, endeavors, time, right? Maybe something might come to fruition for you, but it might be something that catches you off guard. But it's very happy and very joyous. The challenges headed your way. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. You are feeling impatient in the month ahead, most likely. The Queen of Pentacles usually does represent a little bit of patience. So patience is, of course, sometimes very much a virtue, but it can also sometimes be to your detriment as well, right? Sitting back too long, right? Not taking action when you should. So I feel like here in this energy, part of the challenge might be to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, or really go for what it is that you want. Now, it may be here that part of the challenge here is being patient, because you're roaring to go. You're ready to go for something, or you're ready to jump right into something here, and taking that step back and observing your situation, understanding your situation, asking questions, getting your knowledge is going to really help you to make the right moves at the right time, right? So patience is something you either need, or that inaction kind of energy is something that we need to kind of release. So it's all going to depend on your personal situation. But the Queen of Pentacles is a very abundant energy, a very successful energy, a very prosperous energy, and also very down to earth and very homey. So perhaps some of you do have a home-based business that you have been dabbling in maybe on the side, and you're like, okay, I want to expand this. I don't know if this is the right time, or I don't even know if I'll be successful. Confidence is usually the key for that, but also make sure that you do have the resources that you need. The Queen of Pentacles can bring you resources, and so perhaps there's a person in your life that may be able to help you out, but part of the challenge there is having that all-important conversation and asking for what you need. With the Queen of Pentacles here as well, part of the challenge could be finding the resources that you need, especially if you're looking to, expand your knowledge, right? Learn something, get some more credibility, let's say, under your belt to put on your resume, right? So like a management course or something to go back to school. And in this energy, it's like, okay, I don't have the money to do it. I need to find out how I can get things done. Well, you've got some creativity on your side with the Page of Cups, and you also have some drive and determination with that Knight of Wands. So in this energy here, this is really speaking to your ability to not let the lack of resources hold you back. This can be time, it can be money, right? It's time to get a little bit creative and to pursue what it is you want, and to find different kind of ways to get things done. So you need to use your imagination maybe a little bit, and that's where the Page of Cups comes in also. But there may be something going on here in your home or your workplace where you do need to be a little bit patient, or you do need to kind of nurture something through, talk about in order to get something resolved in a challenge position. This is not impossible, okay? It's just something that you need to deal with, something you need to focus on, or something you need to break away from. Ah, yes, in our Nine of Wands energy, okay, there might be something here that you do need to work through, that you do need to resolve, you do need to heal, okay, and you need to get out in the open. Now, if you are, if you do have any changes in the dynamics of a relationship here, whether you are moving in, getting married, or maybe you're just working something out with a partner that you live with, maybe something to do with your children here with the Page of Cups. With the Nine of Wands, it shows that you're ready to put an end to something. You're ready to complete something here, but there's something here that needs to be healed, something that needs to be resolved. So it could be some spending habits. It can be some financial issues with a person. Perhaps there's an imbalance in your responsibilities financially with another person here as well. And this is something that you need to resolve here. But the Nine of Wands also does show the need to find boundaries and to, number one, be open and be in the flow, but also to have the boundaries where you do need to. So boundaries is something that we talk about all the time, right? And, of course, we all should know that we need to put up boundaries somewhere if people are taking advantage of us. But sometimes we let people through anyway, because sometimes we're guilted into things. Sometimes we, kind of lack confidence somewhere, but it's hard to maintain boundaries sometimes. And because sometimes we come off as being the bad guy or something. So there could be people or situations around you where you do need to put up your boundaries. So perhaps spending habits, perhaps with people in your workplace, right? And, or even just that the boundaries between work and home, because some of you here could be working from home, or you may have that home-based business, and we need to know when to switch it off. We need to know when to turn the lights off, when to shut the laptop down. So part of that is maybe finding a boundary there between work and home, or with your, with your home-based business there. Close off a corner of your home, put a timer on so that you don't check your emails after 5 o'clock or whatever that happens to be. It's so easy just to jump right on there and get a head start on tomorrow, but it does create kind of this never-ending cycle. And the next thing you know, you've been spending 12 hours working when you only actually get paid for like 8. So it can be a little bit challenging there. So see if you can work on their boundaries. Part of the issue here as well with the Nine of Wands, part of something you need to work through is skepticism. The Nine of Wands can be quite a little bit skeptical, like waiting for the other shoe to drop. And so in this energy, we need to really recognize that we're always constantly working with the law of attraction. We're constantly manifesting things into our lives. And if we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, when we're waiting for some bad news or for something negative to happen, chances are that's what we're going to attract in there. So we need to embrace a little bit more Page of Wands, positive energy, right? Because the more we embrace the positive vibes and the knowledge that we have, our needs are met, our resources are here for us, the opportunities are here for us, we are successful. The more we embrace that kind of energy, the more of that we will attract in. So just be aware of a little bit of skepticism that may creep in. Three of Pentacles is your advice from Spirit, and this is about getting creative, right? Using your skills, abilities to create whatever it is that you're looking to create. For some of you, it's that home-based business. For some of you, it's breaking free of the grind of the 9 to 5. For some of you here, this is Spirit really saying to you that this is your time to step up, because the Three of Pentacles can be an energy of teamwork and collaboration, so that could be a key to your success. But this can also represent teaching or learning, guiding or being guided, right? With the Three of Pentacles, we have two people. We have one person up here, and we've got two people down here. So which one are you? This is time to step up to the plate to lead and guide other people. So perhaps spearheading a project, or perhaps you have an opportunity to step into a leadership or a management role. Higher level of responsibility brings you more money, usually. Or this is you taking a class, taking a course, learning from someone else, getting a mentor perhaps, or asking some questions or some advice from somebody here as well. So Spirit says all of those things would be a really good idea, but take a step back and contemplate things as well. And again, as we said at the very beginning of your reading, this may be a month for you where, you do need to take things a little bit slow. You do need to step back a little bit. You need to observe. You need to plan. You need to get a strategy and then spring forward into whatever it is you need to do, right? To take the action that you need to take, to start what you need to start, to resolve what you need to resolve, right? Be that observer, but be an active observer, if that makes any sense to you, because we can get stuck sometimes in this contemplative energy, and we can spend too much time thinking and observing and planning, and then we forget to leap into action. So that patience kind of thing can sometimes work against us. So we need to find the balance between being patient, being observant, making a plan, assessing our situation, and doing something about it. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles can also represent that Spirit's giving you a heads up here that you may need to make a decision about something, because this can be a time of harvest for you. There's something that may be coming towards you, an opportunity, a door opening up for you to make more money or to reap some rewards for something where you've already planted the seeds, you've already laid the groundwork, and this can expand your horizon in a really positive way, expand your bank account. And again, remember, we do have that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, but it's in your sign. Your sign is ruled by Venus. Venus brings creativity, new beginnings, but it also brings harvest, right? So it brings things to fruition for you. So I think Spirit's giving some of you a heads up to get ready to receive. We have the Seven of Cups here as your overall outcome. Choose wisely. Use your imagination, consider all your options, okay, but then choose wisely. Sometimes the Seven of Cups energy, we can get a little bit confused or overwhelmed. We can sometimes also not make a decision about something because we're not sure or we're afraid. So if you need clarity, take the time that you need to gain clarity. But the Seven of Cups shows that there might be a whole pile of opportunities opening up for you. Make sure that when you are making a choice, that you are asking the right questions, taking the time you need, and, really making sure that you put that plan into place. The Seven of Cups can also show that using your imagination can actually pay off, because this can represent your fantasies, your dreams, but it can also have that double-sided coin to it where, yes, you can be really creative. Your imagination is what's going to make you successful, but this can also represent that energy of confusion, doubt, fear, and being wrapped up in that. So you might need to face your fears. And again, we said a little bit earlier about getting out of your comfort zone. Take some time and meditate. Take some time, connect with your energy, quiet your conscious mind, and connect with your intuition. The Four of Swords here can show that there's a peaceful resolution, that, if you are faced with a choice, okay, that trust yourself to make the right choice for you. Don't overthink, don't overanalyze. Yes, we need to put a plan in place, or we need to, make pros and cons, or we do need to kind of set intentions, but we don't want to let fear hold us back. We don't want to second guess ourselves either. Connect with your intuition, follow your heart, and you're never going to go wrong, right? Sometimes we look into the future a little bit too much, and we imagine all sorts of outcomes, and they don't always those outcomes that we imagine, we tend to sometimes imagine the worst, right? So take a step back a little bit, okay? Connect with your heart, connect with your intuition, do a little bit of meditation, especially if you're confused. Do a little bit of breath work, right? And this can help you out. This can also say, if you're trying to make a decision, take a step back. The Four of Swords is an energy of peace, of calm, of rest, of relaxation. And so this could be, your energy where you need to kind of just, if you're faced with a conundrum, go do something else. Take your mind off of something and then come back to it a little while later. And that's part of this kind of chaotic energy that we've got in April. Take that step back and then come back to whatever it is you're trying to sort out. And you'll probably thank yourself for doing that, okay? But I do feel like there's a lot of opportunities, doors opening up for you, all right? But in order to make the right choice, again, take a step back and connect. Happiness attracts everything that you want. The shortcut to anything you want in your life is to be and feel happy now. It is the fastest way to bring money and anything else you want. Those feelings of happiness will radiate out and attract back to you all the things that bring you happiness, which will not only include an abundance of money, but everything else you want. What did we say? But we're always embracing the law of attraction, even if we're not consciously doing it. Focus on the happy, focus on the positive. You got happiness coming in here to your reading. And so that's a great thing. And we've got happiness again. Do we see a common theme here, Taurus? Okay. The world needs your happiness. A life of suffering or unhappiness and a life deprived of the things you most want does not help the world. But your happiness, your abundance, and your life lived to the fullest uplifts the entire world. Again, embrace the happy, embrace the positive energy. Know that if you are in a situation where you're not happy right now, you have the power to change. Believe in yourself, Hierophant energy. You've got the wisdom, you've got the determination. Believe in yourself. This is one of faith. It's one of belief, but it's also one of being focused on you. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you on some level. If there was, please do hit that like button there. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Truly appreciate that. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful April, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.